Alrighty, bit of a wait there, but we're gonna play. And got a couple of one drops. Suppose we'll keep it. Get some aggressive start. Lead with the Traveler. Ooh, a mulligan. That's good for us. See if we can't blitz him out with a couple of 1/1s. Bit of a black something going on. Ironwright's good off the top. Yeah, my review of this card is he's alright. He gives people something to worry about. The Fateful Hour hasn't come into play yet, but 1/4s are a granddaddy of defense. And if you're going up against a deck that can't really burn you out, that Fateful Hour with, a lot of flyers, I think he'd be really good as a ground unit in a flying deck. Like a blue-white skies sort of thing. Alrighty, well that's not going to be too much of a factor with all our humans. So I could... Yeah, I think I'll just run out the wolf. Maybe get him to tie his mana. Do I want to kill that by losing a Cathar? Or do I want to lead with an Ironwright? Yeah, I think I'll lead with the wolf. Then if he, taps out to play a 3-drop next turn, I can smash him pretty good. So yeah, I'm okay with not swinging in here. I think I'd rather have my human around than the spirit token with, no real trade. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. And a Cathar of his own. Alright, I'll play my Ironwright. Still no tricks. Not yet, anyway. The rally could be a pretty big factor in this game. Red off the top. Show it to me. Alright. Young Wolf is okay. Or do I want to swing in? Get aggressive. I can crack or rally. Rally I get in for 9. So yeah, I'll see what he wants to do. Nothing? I think we just take the damage and follow up with a wolf. Don't need to bust a trick. So we're looking for red mana. And he's got the flyer, so Scarecrow is most likely coming in. Probably tap our wolf here. Handful of red does not bode well for us. No trades. Well, I suppose I'll rally. I'll smack him for a good amount. Give him something to think about. A little bit of life gain, huh? Well, we don't have any trick other than the Cathar here. But I think it's worth it to try it. If we can kill his life gainer. I mean, we could get mana, but we can't really do much with it anyway. And I don't know what he's trying to do there. Preemptively block. Yeah, so we'll do it. We'll crack it. He wants us to, but no real choice. Basically negates our damage. 5's a good number, but not when our hand is garbage. This is probably get boarded out because of all his flyers. It hurts us more than him. Burning oil would be nice. We'd have to take out a griffin, but that's fine. He's getting in there. That doesn't help. Well, we go to 5, so yeah, we just swing in. That'll do it. I won't concede. He doesn't have the flashback, so he can only attack us for 5. So we play our villager, and hope. Against hope, we get something relevant. It's got vigilance, dude. Do it. There you go, bud. Oh, does he not want to give me Fateful Hour? Maybe this is the game that this makes it or breaks it. So I go to 4. And I transform. He taps a dude. I have no choice but to swing all in. Oh, he's gonna tribute me. Yeah, that seals it up, but I get a flyer this way. Gives him some breathing room, but... And he can tap my spirit next turn. We didn't get our mountain. Yeah, we're pretty much boned. Yeah, one mountain, I think we would have been in this. But on the bright side, he doesn't know that we play red. No one splashes red for flashback. Yeah, that'll do it. Oh, did we get our mountain off the top? Well, Recluse would have been nice. But he could have tapped it. So, a couple wings and a scarecrow and another bone. I like a little life gain. Those are our options. Things we're not going to need is probably not the pitchfork. His dudes are kind of small, but Smite still could be good. With all his flyers, Temblor's just not that good against him. Scorch the fields. No, that doesn't kill the pilgrim. Or priest, rather. So, couple wings. Pitchfork, probably going out. Scarecrow's good here. The wings are good. I like the gnaw. This card hasn't really come up too big for us. It's basically a tricky Cathar. It could out-trick his Cathar, but I think that's a little much. I think I'd rather just have a life gain element. And the Cobble Wings is going to be big. He could have like Bonds of Faith or something of that nature. So Parasailing might be worth it, but we didn't see it. He also had a little bit of blue going on, so that's Claustrophobia. I think there's a good enough chance he has one of those spells. We did see some go around. But I might regret that. I think I'll just, because they're both the life gain elements, maybe I'll play the Parasaline on the off chance he plays or enchantments over the Gnaw. I'll try that. Play first again here. No surprise, a little bit of mana issues. Do have a Blazing Torch. Pretty good chance we get green mana. Any mana we get a turn 3 Iron Right. It's a bit slow. But we have our Recluse, which is going to be a pretty big game against him. And the Blazing Torch to take out his priest if he gets there. So I suppose it's acceptable. Not my favorite, though. Green off the top would be swell. Then we could slam a Young Wolf and suit it up. Well, that's also a good top deck, but we want lands now. Surprise, surprise. I would like to win one of these tournaments instead of doing my usual 2-1. Land. Oh, it's going to be one of these. I hate the shuffler once again. And he's got a hell of a curve going. There's our land. I think I'll run the human out. Over the scarecrow. We haven't seen a grotto. Did we put that in? Pretty sure we did. Haven't seen a single game though. He's all fixed up. Sanctuary Cat. My lord. Is this the unruly mob strat? Probably has a trick here, but once he makes it a 3-3, if he sacks it, it's a lot of resources if that's the route he's taken. Yeah, I'm okay with that. So we'll play another Iron Right. Suit up the torch. And I think we just kill the mob before it gets out of hand. If we can get some other colors, we can lock down some flyers. But we somewhat stabilize for the time being. Of course, he's got access to everything. Hopefully his grip is just nonsense, though. Well, that's pretty good. I'm going to sack this guy, hoping that he attacks in, like I made a mistake. Or was that even... was it post-combat? Well, I could use a trick to kill a cat. That seems pretty bad. But I gotta get after that planeswalker somehow. Otherwise it's gonna be blocking me all day, so this way he has to use regen mana to protect his Lily. If we get a green mana, we can slap our Young Wolf down. We'll sack that all day. This game still is horseshit. I'm not happy about it. Now I'm even less happy. Well, I think it's safe to get rid of our Recluse. Oh, yeah, that figures. The bitterness is coming out. Alright. I suppose the captive is worse here because of the sacrifice. I suppose I could sack my scarecrow and keep the captive. But too late. Well, we didn't get green mana anyhow, so oh well. We're gonna hold off, play this as a trick. Hopefully he attacks all into us, which he probably won't. But we're playing the long game. The awful, awful long game. Yep. Priest. Got it. Yeah, I think I just ditched the bell ringer. Or I could play it. He just regens. Yeah, I'd rather have the young wolf I can't play. I think we're gonna eat an ultimate this game. It's taking every ounce of energy not to seed. Yeah, I really wish I could win a draft for you guys. I do try so hard. Goodbye, Dark Thicket Wolf. I'm keeping this terrible card. I don't have the words. Just disappointment. In fact, I advise everyone, if you're still watching, just skip to the end. I don't foresee a change coming. Goodbye, Pilgrim. Well, I'm sure he's real happy, though. Hey, look at there! Get there. In all honesty, I don't think this deck was a tournament-winning caliber. Round 2, I certainly... After the zombie apocalypse, we were pretty well behind. Much like this game. Just pure awful. Yeah, that's needed. Now he's just showboating. He'll probably stick my Scarecrow and Forest in a pile. Or, no. Yeah, well, why Ultimate yet? Hey, Doom Traveler. Nice. There's something you can't tap down. Yeah, I'm gonna want to let the wolf sack. We're just gonna die from the Gallows Warden anyway, but we can dream. Oh, we didn't bring a Gnaw to the Bone either. That Parasalien's gonna pull weight. Just you wait. What an awful game to end on. Okay, let's see what he does. If you ever wanted to see a Liliana Ultimate, this is what it looks like. It's gonna suck, but I don't think it'd be... We're not gonna be any worse off than we already are. So we didn't really open any bombs either, but hopefully you can sell some rares and junk for 2 tickets and go at another one. So we'll probably break even at least for our generous round 2 opponent conceding. But I guess when you zombie apocalypse and you're staring down a 2/2 young wolf, it can be scary enough to make you want to concede. I'll pause it here while he decides. Piles! Choose a pile to sacrifice. Well, I think I'll... Oh, I see what he did there. He made it so he just wins. If I sack this pile, I die. So, yeah, I'll give myself another turn. Just because that's what he doesn't want me to do. So I'm going to do that. If I play my cards right, I could get 2 turns out of this if he doesn't tap down my spirit. Corrosive Gale off the top. I'll die to Phyrexia mana. I should just concede. Oh, look at there. I'll get an extra turn. Top deck and 4s like a champ. What you know about it? The fool didn't relieve of his regen mana. I could have had a Howl of the Hunger pack. Alright, that's that. Awful game to end on, but such is magic. Sometimes. So, probably break even. Maybe. Probably not. A little shy, but hope you enjoyed it. A bunch of anticlimactic games. But I'll see you for the next one. I'm Randy from Seems Good Magic, signing off.